Twitch. What's going on, fam? Um, let's just get right to it, man. I'm super pumped to get this Witcher 3 party going. And it's getting a little crazy, dude. In Skellige, uh, Yen and Geralt hot on the trail on as they're tracking Ciri. And it's good times, dude. Had some Jersey Mike's earlier for dinner. Oof, fire. Terrified. Dude, this GT Synergy Kombucha, Cosmic Cranberry. Ooh. That is what is up, dude. That is what is up. New favorite flavor for sure. My old favorite used to be Passionberry Bliss. And it still is up there, man, but god damn though. Cosmic Cranberry, dude. Jeez, Willikers. The conjunction of the spheres. Alright, cool. Zach, what it is, man. Dude, let's see what kind of Witcher fun we could get into tonight, man.
The mage had fought the wild hunt before fleeing
How
through
you doing, my brother?
Bellum. There, one trail ended, another began. A good time later, the wild hunt had
Heyo. Oh, that's right, dude. We're making our way into this this garden, and this dude is like cursed. He's like in werewolf form. That's right. Let's check this quest that we got going on right now. Follow Craven's footsteps using her Witcher senses. This dude is a werewolf. While talking to the inhabitants of Larvik, Geralt and Yennefer found out Ciri had been in a village right before the Wild Hunt had descended upon it. She had ridden off with a man called Craven, heading towards Drowned Dead Rock. Geralt and Yennefer decided they had to find this Craven, though both knew there was little chance he would still be alive when they did. The monster dwelling in Freya's garden didn't take kindly to visitors. I forget if you said you watched South Park or not, but we don't take kindly to people that are hunting for monsters. On down, Skeeter. Dude, things are good, man. Started reading the Learjet 45 pilot training manual, or it's more of a pilot training guide, although this is a fucking 600-page document. It's pretty sweet, man. It breaks down all the systems and everything, and it's just kind of like a mind fuck, sort of, because, you know, I'm reading these things and I'm thinking, fuck, shit, can I do that? With one hand, you know? Every single little thing, like, you know, the doors, like opening the doors. Like, I was watching a YouTube on how to open the doors for the premiere. And, I don't know, what is that, Beechcraft, or no, that's a yeah, I think that's a Beechcraft. But anyway, it's not a Lear. The Premier is it's another business jet. It's like a Phenom, and you know, one of them is like, it's like, you know, use one hand to do this and then use your other hand to do that. I'm like, fuck.
Did you find something?
So it's always just kind of like a weird process of like reading, and
I think you can get around
I still
it.
think that a company that's cool is going to be like, you know what, like we'll find a way, like we'll have the other guy open the door or whatever, like they'll be cool with it or something and not find like a reason to, but it's just such a weird process, man. You know, I should be able to read that and not have it be like, oh, I hope I can open the door, you know. But it's all good, man. Life's good. I got my notes together for my phone, or my Zoom call on Tuesday. Yeah, life's really good, man. Life's good. I started watching World War II in color on Netflix. That series looks so dope, but I just couldn't do it like while I was studying. No way. The first episode is called Dunkirk, and I'm like, oh fuck, I can't do this, dude. Like I can't read this. I'm gonna be all about this show. I'm not a huge history guy, but goddamn, that looks so sick. Oh, dude, have you seen it already, or you probably seen it, huh? As I'm like totally getting lost here, just thinking about. Yeah, I haven't seen that specific one, but yeah, his historical documentaries like that are freaking the shit, dude. And it just trips me out, like,
give up easily.
World War II in color, you know? It's like, damn. Like, how fucking cool is that? And just trippy. It kind of reminds me, like, on Facebook, you'll see, like, those pictures, like black and white pictures that have been, you know, colored in post, obviously. And it's like of like old school shit, just like, and so it's just trippy, you know. It brings new life to these pictures. So World War II in color, man, I'm thinking, wow, dude, like, let's go, you know. But absolutely not a background fucking thing. What's the one Peter Jackson did? What, World War II documentary?
Door won't budge. Craven must have blocked it, or it's just locked. Gotta go round.
That had to have been good, dude. Peter Jackson. Why am I blanking on, like, the 100 other movies that he did? I'm getting him and James Cameron fucked up. Dude, I feel like I need to... Dude, of course you would like a documentary like that, though, man. I remember a while ago we were talking about...
Trod carefully.
Was it 1917? Is that the name of the movie?
Something down there. Can't see a thing.
Yeah, he did a World War I documentary where they colorized, evened out the frame rate, hired lip readers to voice act because the cameras didn't record audio. Such an... Whoa! No way! Oh, wow, how crazy would that have been, dude? World War I, well, you saw it, but that would have been so nuts to see. Just to, like, trip out on, like, how young the dudes were and everything, man. and just like the war to end all wars and shit, dude. Like true world war. All the footage was over 100 years old. It was crazy to see that. Wow, man. God damn. Yeah, wow. How spectacular, dude. Am I going the right way?
Lots of prints, old and new. His lair must be nearby.
Ooh, okay, we are doing... I think we're doing the right thing. Dude, my favorite time period, oh man. You know what? By the way, like, it's not that I'm not a history guy, even though I said that. I'm just like, I wouldn't study it, you know? But I will say, history is super, super interesting, and I just dig, like, probably more world history, you know? Like, I would want to study... Dude, I was just telling Kate the other day, like, you know what would be so sick for next Halloween would be to, you know, go take a vacation to Salem, Massachusetts, and fuck around in a part of history, like, where you couldn't believe the degree of fear and, you know what I mean, mass hysteria. Just as like an interesting like example of this fucking weird aspect of human history, or of human psychology, you know, like history and psychology together, like colonial, weird as fuck early colonialism, you know, especially being, I'm completely secular, you know, fuck all that personally, but you know, people that want to do it, like, go for it. I understand the purpose of it, especially a long time ago, like, order, like, something to look forward to, like, and the life is super shitty. You know, what is the purpose? There's, like, no science. Speaking of no science, like, I would say the medieval era, like, was also super interesting to me, too, like, when you look, especially from a world history point of view, you know, when you look at other civilizations, when you look at, you know, Arabs and Chinese and, you know, these places that, while Europeans were fucking up in the medieval era, like, these other cultures were going crazy, maintaining their engineering, their science, their math, their chemistry, their medicine, and their astronomy, you know, hardcore. And so, like, to go back to the medieval era would be like the shit, to know that that's what was going on around Europe, and yet, like, what the fuck is going on, you know? What is going on, like, in this pocket, you know, of the world? Like, why is everybody tripping balls right now, dude? Like, look at this depressing ass art. You know what I mean? One of the classes that I took in community college when I went back to school and, you know, turned myself like right around, you know, because I used to be like a really horrible student, was art history, and I was like, holy shit, like, you know, the evolution of these. Look at this fucking guy. The evolution of these paintings. And these sculptures and these art pieces, as you know, you go through the eras, and you kind of see the shift, like medieval era, and then like the Renaissance and scientific revolution, and people like painting shit that you shouldn't be painting, you know, like, fuck you, punk as fuck, You know, I'm like, wow, this is so interesting. It's sort of like the evolution of it, you know, is super interesting.
Come on.
Look at this fucking guy, 15. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Yeah, sorry, that was like a long-winded way to answer your question, but I want to say, is that a hybrid? No, it's a cursed one, actually, I think. Or what are they called? Yeah, cursed one. Yeah, Igni. Let's burn this bitch. Yeah, dude, it's just funny that you asked that because literally was just telling Kate that I'm like, dude, we gotta go fuck around in Salem next Halloween, dude. The Crucible was one of the books that she and I book clubbed during October. I'm just like, what the fuck, man, you know? Or you know, Civil War would be like crazy too, man, to kind of study. And I think back to a couple of family trips that I've taken out to Gettysburg, you know? Just like, what the fuck? That kind of goes back to what you were saying about like the World War II shit, where you're like, dude, bro, you're 16. Like, what the fuck is going on here? You know what I mean? And just again, politically, like what, and economically, I guess, as well, like what's going on, like the differences and major differences in the country, like a long time ago. Would definitely have to go back. Oh my god, dude, that would be the shit, man. That'd be so cool. Man, let's see, a long time ago, so then you probably don't remember it that well, right? Which is super unfortunate, because if you're like major into history, like, bro, that's one of the places you want to remember. Holy shit, dude. Gettysburg, where the realness was the realest real has ever been. And you can fucking quote me on that. Oh, bro, you gotta fucking do it then. You gotta do it. You know what's crazy? Side note, it was the family trip, the most recent family trip that we took to Gettysburg, where I decided to amputate my arm, actually, because all like the walking around and stuff, and I'm just like, I couldn't take it anymore. It was actually that trip. Kind of ironic, actually, as well, you know. Think about it, like the fucking savage, like, you know, methods of amputation that they were subjected to. Yeah, you were like 10 bits and pieces. I remember they had a giant mural that was sick. You were just thinking that? That's what I actually, if I'm being completely honest, that's the first time I've really put two and two together like that. Completely honest, I never really thought about that, you know, as a full circle situation, you know, because I mean, I didn't get the amputation done there, you know, but it was still my state of mind. It was very much there, like on that trip. But we don't have to make it about that. But I was just that's like the most recent one. But I must have been, I mean, I had to have been in my early 20s, like absolutely old enough to remember, you know, what was going on. I think before that, I might have been, maybe once before that, when I was 18 or 19, or maybe 18. I want to say I was there twice before that. For sure one time. And for sure one time before that recent one, I was kind of too young, and I was like 14. You know, so you're talking about 10 or whatever, like something that heavy, you're just not gonna, you're gonna be like, damn, this is a lot of open space. They're like, yeah.
So, no joy in being a werewolf?
But so do you remember maybe driving the fields? Like driving you know, there's so many different places to go, and like where these fucking gnarly battles happened or whatever, and like what armies were moving, like what, you know, or what groups were moving where, trying to take what strategic spots. So fucking weird to even talk about. But like, do you remember driving any of that, and like the monuments and shit?
The hunger is terrible. Terrible.
Gotten a tour guide that drives your car around, and I can recall that pretty well. Oh damn, you guys went like bougie as fuck with it. We drove it ourselves, but we did do like an audio tour, like piece by piece, you know, like a CD or something, and like a map or something you can, like, you know what I mean?
Everlasting hunger. Classic as curses go.
Oh shit.
While all those corpses went untouched.
Zach, I'm gonna send you this shit right here on Instagram. It's another VR thing. Not to take away from what we're talking about. Like, I still want to talk about it, but look at this fucking guy, dude. Go crazy. This fucking dude. Relax, bro. Yeah. I remember one of the things that I remember. Let's see, what do you say? Oh shit! You said I'll see you this one. I'll raise you this one. Oh! Imagine being the mom. Imagine being the mom filming that. And the dog's like, damn, look at the dog. The dog's like, just decks him. Look at the dog's like, holy shit. Look at the dog's head. And the ears go up. The dog's like, oh, fuck. They're like, damn, if he'll hit his son like that, he'll fuck me up, dude. I better stop barking. He hit his own son like that, yo. Like, the fuck? He's like, I better stop barking for no fucking reason. Dude. That kid, the kid was looking up, look at him look up at his dad like, yay, dad. Yay. And then fucking, oops, chin, dude. Boom. Oh my god, that is so fucking funny. It's the only kind of situation where an uppercut hits the top of the head. Damn, VR is getting really realistic. Oh, shit. That's so fucking funny. Dude, you sent a way better one. But no, dude, like, this one of the many memories that I have about Gettysburg is out on this drive. I'm so glad I decided to save that one now. Oh fuck, bro. You know what? I have to send that to another buddy. That one is way better. My dude, the one I just sent you, he's just going crazy. This fucking guy, like, you know, thank God that there. If you look at the dad, actually, he's only got like maybe 10% put into that. But of course, that's a child. That's like a toddler. You know, like that fucking still sucks. But he didn't have more than 10% in that. You know, that's kind of crazy to think about, because he looked like he might have been just like, I don't know. He looked like he was just trying to like get out of the way maybe, or something like that, or just move a little bit and maybe block. The real question is, why did the mom just let that, like, how do you let your child exactly like stand right the fuck there underneath. Look at the sun standing right underneath the jabs. 1, 2, the sun's right underneath. Dumb fool. Like, it's one of those weird situations where it's not the dad's fault, it's actually the mom's fault, you know? It's like, well, no, who... Yeah, dude, like, you're fucking retarded. What are you doing? And that's actually why the dog's there. The dog's like, hey, I don't know if he should be standing there. Oh, never mind. Look at the dog, like, walk up to the dad. He's just kind of like, hey, I don't mean to interrupt, but I don't think he should... Oh, never mind. Look at the way the dog's walking up like that. That is so fucking funny. This poor kid, man. Fuck, just look at the... This fool is just belly up, dude. Look at his legs are up like a dead cockroach. Dude. I'm sorry, man. I keep just like roasting the fuck out of this kid like it's a goddamn... Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's like a cartoon style knock your socks off. It's like the kid standing, like laying there with his legs up like that, and it's just like right, like the birds or whatever, and like stars or something.
See if we can do this the easy way. Morkvarg of my own.
Bro, I'm trying to get this memory out though. The shit's cracking me up. This memory that I have at Gettysburg when we were driving is like we pulled over and apparently like some small but super bloody skirmish happened like in this cornfield, and where like two like small groups from opposite sides, like neither of them knew that they were in these towering cornfields. Super creepy to begin with, right? Like fucking ew, by the way. And they met in the fucking cornfields and just slaughtered each other. And I was like, no fucking way. Stop the car. We're walking in these cornfields right now, dude. And I remember just like walking through them, like just every step, you know, just tripping. Like, you really can't see shit until like the next stalk, like corn, you know, fucking whatever corn stalk thing. It's just like so creepy because, and it seems so infinite, you know, how far these fields go. And you imagine, you know, just trying to make your way across, and then you just like hear, is that your own dudes? And then it's like very crazy, very crazy. Or what was another one? Another one was like another one was dude, imagine walking through that though. I also remember looking down like, dude, what if we find something, you know? Like, I don't know, like shrapnel or... Because people, from my understanding, I know it was like a shit ton of time ago, but I mean, people still find stuff, I believe. Yo, I will say that trip, that actual trip, not my first one, was my first and only real like experience with a ghost. What I'm assuming is a ghost. Because I'm like a big skeptic, dude. I mean, I'm not one to be like, okay, you know, something isn't real and I know. Yeah, dude, I'm totally with you. Yeah, I'm not one to really like be like, no, this doesn't exist, or like, no, this for sure exists, or, you know, I'm comfortable being like, I'm not sure, you know. I just think about things like, you know, you hear about cosmologists and astrophysicists talk about dark matter and dark energy, you know, this type of matter that where the fuck is my... I don't have a torch? The fuck? You hear about these guys, you know, or these scientists talk about you know, the universe being made up of this energy, mostly of this energy that cannot be measured directly, and that we only know because it does weird shit gravitationally and, you know, I don't know, mathematically, like it's there. You know, we only know because, I don't know, there's like there are actually several different ways we know of it or something. And so the fact that there's like an energy, a type that is not electromagnetic, it's not gravitational, you know, it's not strong force, like weak force, you know, like atomic forces. It's you know, it's not one of these regular types of energy. It's like some other different type of energy. So it's like, okay, there are states that are not supernatural, that are natural, for very much in nature, that we have no fucking idea about, and that apparently we can only measure 25 or 30% of the matter that's in the known universe, you know. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Then, you know, but there's a lot of different things that we can point to that point to the same conclusion, that all this other type of energy is out there. So I'm thinking, okay, what if like ghosts and shit like that are actually natural, but just a part of a type of energy that we don't understand? So I'm not, you know, I'm not here to be like it doesn't exist, but like I say, I am secular and I am kind of skeptical. I'm not, you know, like, you know, I feel like there's like a constructive skepticism. There's like a constructive level of skepticism that you can be at. And then there's like, no, you're super sure of yourself and you just don't believe shit regardless. You know? And so what the story was in Gettysburg, dude, I was out and about, man. It was me and my sister and my brother. And oh, dude, I got to hear about that. See, that's what I mean. I haven't really heard about anything like this, but I'm just thinking, like, that's one of the coolest things I've learned in astronomy. Lots of other things, but anyway, so we're on this family trip, right? And we're out and about, and we're walking through I'm like, bro, like, let's just double down, dude. Let's walk through a cemetery. We're walking through this cemetery, and we pop out the other side. Nothing happens in the cemetery, you know. It's quiet as fuck, as you would imagine. Let's see here. Explore further parts. Use the lever to open the floodgates so you can continue further. Oh shit, wait a minute. What the fuck? Here we go. We pop out the other side, and, you know, you pop out, like, we're, like, kind of leaving the cemetery, actually. And across the street, okay, so leaving the cemetery, there's like a main road, and then on the other side of the main road, like across the street, so to speak, like from the cemetery, is one of these wide open fields that, you know, some real ass shit went down, right? And like literally, like, it was part of the tour. Like, you could drive, and there's a monument like in the distance for some crazy shit that happened, and like it's like a real, like, it's a key, like, place, you know. Some shit really, really went down. And off in the distance, like, I see this like orb, like a bright icy blue, like, orb, like, light that's like kind of oscillating, I guess, in its brightness, right? I'm thinking, what the fuck? Like, someone's out there with a fucking light or something. I mean, I don't know. It's probably something with a flashlight or something, you know. I don't know a flashlight that does that, but I don't know. Maybe it's a flashlight or something. And it's coming closer, like, not to us, like, super close, but it was off in the distance, and it just kind of comes. You can tell it's coming. I don't know. Maybe like half a football field away, like 50 yards, right? And it's like it starts, like, kind of approaching, and then I'm like, wait, the fuck, like, clearly, like, no one is, it's, somebody was there with a flashlight. You would see the person, and Like, you could absolutely see 50 yards, you know? It was like a moonlit night, like, you could totally see. So here, I'm like, okay, so I don't know what it is. Is it like, dude, it was, I don't know what the fuck this thing was, but it was, it was just, it was, and it had to have been like the size of a bowling ball. Like, it was like a serious sized orb from that distance, like what I was able to see. That had to have been, you know, something the size, like I say, like of a bowling ball or some shit, dude. This was not a firefly. It wasn't, which I guess are out there, which, by the way, they're not blue. You know what I mean? They're like these like greenish type of yellow. So I believe it's a sulfur. The bioluminescence or the chemicals that are doing that, I want to say they're sulfuric. And so they burn like yellow greenish. Not, this was like an icy blue, dude. Like, yeah, like, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. So it was this huge orbing like light, and it just kind of like sort of meandered, like, and it just changed directions from coming right at us, changed directions and like went into this bush and then just like fizzled out. And I'm like, okay, well, we're getting the fuck out of here. I don't know what the fuck that was. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's a ghost, dude. I'm pretty sure that's a ghost. Did it look like a person? No, you know. Did it like, you know, it like, so I don't know, but I'm like, man, where are we? You know, what kind of energy are we talking about? We're talking about bad energy, dude. We're talking about real bad energy right here. Everywhere. And a lot of it. And I don't know, man, you know? It's fucked, you know? All of that. So I maintain that I saw a ghost. And it's all good. The shit was crazy, though. But man, I just totally like hijacked your conversation, dude. What first of all, question number one, dude. I mean, if there's anywhere a ghost would, dude, that's what I'm saying. That's why I defaulted to that. I'm like, that's a ghost. Like, what the fuck? Wait, what the hell? Oh, dude, okay. Here we go. Yeah, you gotta get him, get that middle one. Okay, cool. Yeah, man, so, dude, super long-winded way to answer your question. But I would say top three would be, Salem witch trials and weird-ass colonialism. Medieval era, like in Europe, people tripping balls, kind of similar situation, scaredy pants of every single thing. And then Civil War probably, and just what the fuck, you know. But I don't know, man. You know, what time? And I feel like that those are all so close together. We're talking all of history, right? Like, why not go back to like the first fucking salamander thing crawling out of the ocean, and you're like, that's gonna be a fucking person, dude. Like, what the fuck, you know? Or dude, you know what would be fucking insane? You're here for the long-windedness. Dude, you know what would be crazy? I was just talking about this with Kate. Is dude, the crucifixion of Christ would have been fucking nuts to see. You know? Like, I'm assuming that really happened. That was a real dude. Are you religious? I think I forget if we've talked about this. Well, this guy wants to act a fool, dude.
Here we are again.
You kind
Exactly, dude. Just gnarliness.
and bless.
You know what? As a pilot, it would have been crazy to go back and stand on the beach of Kitty Hawk that day and be like, what is going on right now? Like, what sorcery is this? Not atheist. That's like agnostic, I guess. You're the kind of guy that's probably like, I don't categorize myself as something. I just kind of believe what I believe. That's kind of what I can hear you saying. You were raised religious. Definitely, definitely. Yeah, I think it's really cool, man. That, you know, sounds like you got parents that are believe what they believe and stuff, and but that they're open to you being open. Sounds like you don't give off. I'm not under the impression that you're like pressured, which is super, super crucial. Dude, what would you say your top 3 historical times would be? Top 3. Because 1 is fucked up. Like, there's no way. How are you going to visit 1 time? Dude, you know what would be fucking insane? Would be, time lapse, obviously. But, the construction and the use of Stonehenge. Like, what the fuck is that all about? And then you go back and you're like, oh, balls. You know, whatever was going on, you know? That would be crazy. That'd be so fucking creepy, dude. Be like, what are all y'all weird-ass white people doing?
Tiresome conversation. Not interested.
What will you do?
What a witcher ought to. Prince lead to the well. Guess Craven didn't want to be eaten. Preferred to drown. Roots. I don't begin. Hey, can you hear me?
Geralt! You scared me.
Sorry, didn't mean to.
I hope not. Let me know once you find Craven.
Naval history from all time for sure. But like especially 20th century, World War One, early 20th century, late Middle Ages to Renaissance. Yeah, buddy. Absolutely. The Middle Ages to the Renaissance. Oh, that's kind of what I was saying though. That's cool that we would kind of pick similar times. Interesting art. The weirdness is interesting. But yeah, dude, naval history would be really, really interesting. Dude, I've seen some really really
blood.
cool pictures, and I want to say video actually,
Raven's blood.
of some fucked naval situations of like the first like aircraft carrier. You know what I'm saying? Fucking sandbags.
Damn. Dead. Has been for a while.
Yen, found it.
And?
And I've seen rot fumes in better condition than this.
Shit. Fine, scrape together what you can and haul the bits up here.
Yen, there's no point.
There's no point in discussing this through a grate. We'll talk when you get here, all right?
That's Yen. Charming as ever. Come on, someone wants to meet you.
Sinking of the Bismarck? Dude, I'll have to look that up. I'm actually not familiar. I tried pausing this right now and I can't pause it.
Local quarter intact.
But sinking
You
of the
might still get something out
Bismarck.
of him.
Doesn't look like the talkative type.
Anyone can be made to talk.
That sounds like something that
One must simply know how.
Thought necromancy was strictly forbidden.
was like during a war or something.
But I'm not about to be bothered by such foolishness.
Bismarck, that was World War I time, right? Wasn't that the dude's name? That was heading Germany? He was like Bismarck was like, right? Am I tripping?
Need any ingredients for the spell?
The blood of a newborn, a virgin's tongue, and the eye of a newt.
Mind trying again without the sarcasm?
I don't need a thing. I'm a sorceress, not a village herbalist.
Damn, dude, taking it all
All I
personally.
need is energy. A great deal of energy. We're very lucky this place is saturated with magic.
It's also considered sacred. Priestesses will be furious if you use the garden's power to revive a corpse.
All the more reason to get it over with before they realize what's happening.
German battleship, and the Brits went hard, and it has so many crazy turn of events. Whoa, no way. Let me I'm gonna get through this conversation and
Let's
then
get to work.
I'm gonna look that shit up real quick right now.
Selene, Defrain! Selene, Davidar!
Oh, dude, I think we're gonna have to fuck up some foglets or something, like, while she's doing this. We're gonna have to probably protect her. Or, like,
Are you Craven of Lofferton?
No, I have a name. I am scared.
We're looking for Ciri. Ashen hair, green eyes. Have you seen her?
She's wise. They cursed me.
this is trippy.
I don't care about that. What happened to her? What was she doing here? Speak!
No.
Speak! Speak!
Kind of demanding a lot of a guy who's dead, you know?
Almost
Have a little patience.
found.
I pinch. It sunk the British flagship, the Hood. Oh shit. And after that, Churchill basically turned the entire country's attention. He's sinking that one ship. No way. The British flagship, the Hood, and Churchill basically turned the entire country's attention. So basically, it was this, oh hell no, right? Like, you sunk our flagship, you know, our, like, you know, bread and butter ship. Like, we're gonna fuck you up. It's like super duper personal. I want to know, like, he probably spared no expense, life or otherwise, to do it. And it's like, dude, at what cost? Just to prove a point or some shit. Am I, like, probably in the neighborhood, I imagine, right? I know nothing about this, but that's kind of, I could easily see it going in that direction. And it's kind of like, what have we become in the pursuit of, like, revenge?
You're on Hindersfjall, village of Lofton. They call me Skjal.
Right? Dude, I fucking knew it, bro. I know nothing about this. This is the first time I've heard about this, but I'm like, bro.
Me and that friend of yours.
Given human nature, vengefulness, man. The blinding vengefulness, bro.
Help me stand.
I don't.
But then it would be like twists and turns would be like,
You're giving me a
you know, how much of that was him and how much of that was actually pressure from a country that was a proud country pressuring him. And then you kind of, I imagine he was probably swept up in, you know, the emotion of the country rather than him being this, you know, savage, like, egomaniacal, like, warlord, not caring about anything but revenge. It's like, no, dude, there was probably like a marbling, like a mixture of pressure to do something, and, you know, what are you gonna do about it? They did that to us, and then, you know, and I'm sure, you know, this dude is like a beast, but at the same time, like, you said it was a flagship, so it's like a proud people will also pressure the leaders as well. So that's kind of an interesting sort of, you know, versus like, you know, a leader that goes in and drags their people through the mud and they're like, bro, we don't even want to be doing this, like Vietnam or something, you know.
Fine, that'll do. Thank you both very much.
Every British ship in the Atlantic turned toward it and ganged up. Hundreds of planes and dozens of ships just all fucking bombed on these fools. The most advanced ship in the world at the time. Jesus Christ. And just spent mad resources too, just totally overkilling.
He's from afar, is he? Oh yes, from very far away.
Damn, that's wild, bro.
You nosy.
I wonder if that's in the documentary.
Been sitting in this fish puddle me whole life. I'd love to travel like you.
Like me? No, you wouldn't like that.
You said Churchill. I remember they were talking about in the first episode they were talking about him. And of course they're going to be, but I mean, I wonder if is it in that documentary? I'd love to listen to more about that. And just like, that's what's so interesting about history is like some of these decisions that are made and that were bad decisions just really highlight the fallibility of human, like, nature, I suppose. The fallibility, like, the tragic nature, I think, of human nature. The tragic, capital T tragic, you know what I mean? Like Shakespearean tragedy. Just like shit that you just do to yourself because you're just so caught up in your own shit, you know? And you lose sight of what the big picture is and shit. It's crazy. No one's immune, by the way. They found the wreck of the Bismarck too. Dude, that would be cool to see. And they're like tripping, like the Titanic or something. They're like, dude, yo, like that's where the fucking thing, that's, you know.
Think so?
I'm trying to creep on Siri right now.
Let's go. I'm getting goose pimples.
Finally. I was so worried you'd...
Ah, Mom, you always worry. Everything's fine, ain't it?
Yes, it's fine.
Good. That's good. What's on your thigh, child? Not a bruise.
This? No. It's a tattoo.
So it is. A red rose. It mean anything?
It's a souvenir of someone special who's dead now.
I picture it already. You were promised to a handsome lad. He gave you
Dude,
a rose.
wait, are you saying that it needed all of that to sink?
Close.
Like that is how fucking beastly this Bismarck was? Or is that what they hit it with just out, and that was like a display of like the rage? Like was it totally overkill just to like kind of obliterate it, or what? Probably both. It was probably a beast of a ship.
Say, back home, have you got saunas too?
Those Germans, bro.
You know, I don't really have a...
Really? Well, you said yeah to which one? To it was both of those things that I said?
Ship.
Like they for sure were like there to rain the fury down, but also like no, it was, they kind of did need to do that in order to sink it because it was like a beast. Or was it strictly like we're just gonna throw everything in the kitchen sink, you know, at these fuckers because of what they did, and just basically like turn it into dust? Is that what they were trying to do? They still don't know how exactly it sunk, though. The Germans might have ended up scuttling it. Wait, is scuttling... Isn't that when it, like, runs aground? Or something like that? What's scuttling? The first one. Gotcha. Yeah, so, like, a bit of both and stuff. Because, like, dude, for sure they were going to try and rain it down, but I could also imagine this being, like, a fucking Empire State Building on the ocean, you know? What is scuttling? I'm not familiar with that term.
Yes, my ship.
What? You sink your own ship? Like, probably when you're, like, totally surrounded or something, and you're just like, nah, like...
Not your betrothed, I hope.
Like, there's too much valuable shit on this ship. We're not gonna get it off, so just, like, bury it all underwater.
Head over heels for you, girl. Sat at your bedside all the day, staring like you was painted by
Dude, how crazy is that? I mean, it's probably, if they ended up, what did they just probably had technologies on it or something? Different technologies to, do you fancy skill? Oh, let's do this.
To be honest, I prefer women.
Aye. Now we see. The scald sings true. Love bears many guises.
Listen, it's lovely sitting here with you. I really must go now.
Yeah, like I remember visiting. I know that you know,
All related 3 times over, and the air stinks of fish.
countries would do that.
See how you're related.
I went to this
No one in love with
this
the
air
rules and
museum
riches quite like you do. Sit down
over
and
here
quiet.
in Chino, They got a lot of like classic planes there, and like one of the things they were talking, they had like a bomber on display, and apparently like we invented some technology to like really like one of the early technologies of bombing, like that would make bombing like super precise, like considering what you're doing. It's like they're not guided, you know, but considering that they're not being guided, like something that we had that nobody else had or something, or maybe they had their version but it sucked or something, you know, says the American. But apparently we had some dope technology that if we, you know, if they crashed an airplane, like they were instructed to like, you know, like burn it or like dispose of it, or I forget what, but like to destroy it, you know, that you know, they were so the idea that, you know, like instead of, you know, getting taken down by the enemy and then them reverse engineering your shit and now they know what you're using and stuff, like you just couldn't afford it, so they would just, you know, destroy their own stuff, cuz fuck that, you know. Oh my god, have I ever been to the Smithsonian in DC, bro? The Air and Space in DC. Yo. I've been there like definitely, yeah, probably 4 times, 3 or 4 times. And holy fuck balls, bro. Um have you, by the way? Do you know, like obviously you know of it, but dude, that is the place to be, dude. That is the place to be.
Sorry, but I really must go. Thank you.
They have a I want to say a full scale replica of the Hubble. When I was young I went there too, but the Enola Gay is burned into my brain. Exactly. Exactly. Oh shit. That's right. Wait. I'm like vaguely. Hold on a second, dude. Wait a second. Is that on? Wait. Is that on display there? Hold on. Exhibits. Collections. Search collections, I guess. Aircraft. And wait, what the fuck? Wait, this isn't. Aviation. Wow, they got some guy. Let's see, January 4th, 2022, he flew the SR-71. So some guy that do they have an SR-71 on display there? I'm sure they do. They have one of the trainers for the Blackbird on display at one of the museums at the Science Center down here in LA. But it's not like it definitely saw it. Obviously it was a trainer, but it's not like, you know. I'm just trying to find, do they have the Enola Gay on display, dude? I'm just trying to. Wow, hold on. Are you for real right now? Four-engine heavy bomber with semi-monocoque fuselage, high aspect ratio, polished aluminum. World War II Army Air Forces insignia on wings. Dude. The insides. Oh my god, dude. So, I'm just gonna post. Oh, what the fuck? I'll post this in chat here. What the fuck, dude? These pictures. Was the most sophisticated prop-driven bomber of World War II and the first bomber to house its crew in pressurized compartments. That's interesting. Although designed to fight the European theater, B-29 found its niche on the other side of the globe in the Pacific. B-29s delivered the variety of aerial weapons. On August 6, 1945, the fucking real deal happened. This B-29 dropped the first atomic weapon used in combat on Hiroshima, Japan. 3 days later, Boxcar dropped the other one. The Enola Gay flew as the advance weather reconnaissance aircraft that day. A third B-29, the Great Artiste, flew as an observation aircraft on both missions. Wowzers. It is there. It is there. Holy shit, bro. Why don't I remember that? Look at this fucking thing, dude. Alright, I'm gonna send that to you. That's fucking bonkers. Dude, the actual 1903 Wright Flyer. That's what I'm saying, man. Imagine standing on the beach at Kitty Hawk and seeing that shit. It's 1903. It's also crazy to think about, like, video had just been invented and photography had not been around for that long, you know? And so it's like, dude, major shit was coming out. Major technologies. Imagine video just being invented and then, oops, we're gonna film the first powered flight. Like, what the fuck is going on in our world right now, you know? I thought they had the Apollo 13 capsule, dude. Or actually, wait, did they? Yeah. I thought they had the Apollo 13 capsule. For some reason, out of everything, that's the thing. Oh, for some reason, out of everything, that's the thing I remember the most. I'm not sure why. Yeah, I want to say they have the Apollo 13 capsule, don't they? Let's see here, Apollo. I'm sure I'm in AE right now. Maybe you can help me look, but airspeed indicator. Skylab. Okay. I tripping? What, this is not very efficient. I have no idea. Let's look at Apollo. There should just be a way to, like, look at the aircraft. And, oh, you know what? It's under space. Apollo 11 objects. Apollo 15. Oh, you know what? I'll bet you, like, Apollo 13 is in, like, some other place. Like, it's probably in, like, Houston or some shit. Or, like, Kennedy or something, you know? Dude, did you watch, The Right Stuff on Disney Plus? I don't know if you have Disney Plus. I forget. I think I asked you this already. I was going to give you my Disney Plus. Damn. That would be a sick trip to take. Now on view, maybe. Aircraft. DC. This is kind of a pain in the ass to use. Like, I just want to know that the list of aircraft that you guys have. You know what I mean? Like, why are you making it difficult? Alright, well. I remember it was in the walk. This fucking dude remembers exactly where he was when he saw the fucking Enola Gay trip him out. I've got it, but haven't seen that, no. That museum was the first time I ever tried a flying sim? No way. Did you, but you were already interested in aircraft before that? You were there because you were interested in airplanes? You just never been in a sim? How, how old must you have been? Like, maybe, what? Now I think I might have been really my first exposure to airplanes and being close to them. So would you maybe say that... oh shit. Would you say that maybe that is, 9 or 10? Interesting. So we were about the same age when we were like jazzed, like super, it started really, the fire was really sparked. So would you say that, being close to them at the exhibits and the museum, that how tangible flight actually is with it being right in your face like that, is that kind of what started it for you? Because that's what it was for me, but not the museum. My uncle, as I've said before, I believe, he flew A-10s and F-4s. He mostly flew A-10s, though. And it was when I was a kid that he brought his flight suit, his fighter pilot helmet, and actually I put it on my head and talked to me about, like, you know, flying and flying jets and shit. I was like, what the fuck are you even talking about? What is flying? And he's like, what's flying, bro? Let me tell you. And I was hooked. I was like, show me, like, what are you talking about? And just the way that they looked, you know, and then of course I saw Top Gun, and I'm like, okay, well, I've been sold, but what the fuck? Also, why are you playing volleyball in jeans? But that's another matter. Definitely a big part of it, but seeing the C-130s land back in the U.S. when I was like 3, when my dad came home from Iraq, was definitely the very beginning. That's so insane. That's so insane. Yeah, my uncle was in Desert Storm as well. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. That's bonkers, bro. Where am I supposed to go? Yeah, but either way, like, it sounds like, you know, seeing them for real, you know, and hearing them, and like, you know, aircraft like a C-130, you know, you feel those fuckers, like, you know what I mean? You feel that airplanes, like, the sound of those things. You know, I think it was even before Desert Storm. It was for Operation Iraqi Freedom. Gotcha. Yeah, because I'll bet you your dad... I don't know how old your dad is, actually. My uncle... I bet you they're about the same age. How the fuck do I get out of here, dude? Oh, you know what? I think I have to change first. Yeah, there's something gnarly, you know, about... Because I remember my first air show was Miramar. I don't know if you've ever been to Miramar air show out here. But, I mean, chances are you've been to an air show near you where it's like, you know, it's like a serious air show, like a major, major one that, like, you know, maybe the military just, like, sinks in, you know, super duper leans into it, like, over by you or something. But Miramar is, like, down south for me. And that's, like, one of the biggest ones in the world, you know. And my dad took me one year... And I think that might have been one of the last flights of the F-14. I don't know why I remember that, but I vaguely remember that. And they were just going apeshit bananas, you know, of course, it's Miramar and stuff. And I was just like, what? So it's something about being, and like, you know, you're walking around and like, you're walking right up to these airplanes and like major, like big boy airplanes, fighter jets and the bombers and transport, and like you're just like, what the hell, you know? And there's something about being right there, like right next to them, or hearing them in that power, that you're just like, oh my god, what the fuck? It's so enthralling.
Except to mention that you fancy me.
What? But I asked her... Besides, it's not... Of course, you are very... But, you know what? Let's ride. You're in a hurry and it'll be dark soon.
Man, Oshkosh. That would have been crazy. Were you old enough to really take all that in? Like, when was that?
You're right. I hope to come back here one day. We can finish our conversation then.
Sounds dangerous.
I didn't intend it to.
I'll take Njord. You can ride Greyback. She's old, but she'll make the...
10 or 11. That seems just like a big event for somebody that age. Like, not that, you know, you don't... You know, not that a good time isn't possible, but it just seems like so much. You know what? You actually reminded me. I need to check the site. Oh, they still don't have the schedule up. I need to know. I believe they approved my thing. I need to write the rest of it. But yeah, man, that had to have been freaking ridiculous, dude. Dude, how cool, man. I forget, actually, did you say that your brother... Does your brother fly as well? I know you sent me that picture of you guys fucking pizza delivery boys. But is he a pilot as well? No! You said that was his first flight, actually. The pizza boy delivery. That's fucking awesome. So it was you, your dad, your brother, but he never went. He wanted to for some reason. Exactly. Okay, gotcha. You know what would be crazy, man? Like, going back to your original question of, like, moments in history or you know, times in history, would be like, you know, going back to the time when, like, and just kind of peeking in through a window into Da Vinci's, like, designing of shit, like to be watching him drawing some weird shit that no one can even really fathom, that like hundreds of years later, you know, someone's gonna be like, yeah, we could do something with that. Just like various moments in like aviation history, you know, would be super cool. Damn, what the hell? Try to defeat the warriors of the... Jesus Christ, they just keep coming. Fucking hell, man. Imagine if you got dropped in Da Vinci's workshop for a full day, and whatever you could explain and see where Oh, where we'd be in terms of technology today. Yeah, like imagine, you know, you could like whoa, dude. Yeah. And you'd have to like cuz they had metallurgy, you know. They knew how to alloy things. They knew the idea of like you know, melting points and strong metals that could take a lot of heat, you know. They had oils and stuff. Like imagine if you could like help him develop a way to make a canister, you know, and some like, you know, belt driven or something like fan that could like, you know, draw in air into a canister that, you know, used some sort of differential pressure like of flow of that air around it or something to like naturally like suck in fuel from like a thing that like, you know, cause it to burn, and you know like a like an elementary, you know, little jet engine or something, you know, nothing that would you could strap to anything, not producing any appreciable amount of thrust, but just the idea of like, you know, the system itself, like relatively circular system where the heat from that was escaping would you know, could be used to turn the fan in the front and just call it a day or something like that, and you know, just leaving it at that, you know, and maybe like hooking up a belt or something to it, and like you know, a generator or something, like an old, like you're talking about electromagnetism right now with copper, and then imagine building an electromagnet with copper and then just dipped. Wonder if they could figure out electricity and stuff. Like exactly, just like, you know, the idea that you can have something where, or even just like just a simple like piston, just like a single piston cylinder, you know, combustion little canister thing that just kind of moved up and down as a result of like combustion, like maybe some process of, I don't know actually, is gasoline, I want to say that it's obviously it's like a complicated chemical process, but is it just like distilled oil? Is it just oil that's just been like boiled, distilled, and then like condensed or something like that? I forget. I think it's something like that, you know, where you could get like a very, very refined like vapor that could be condensed into a liquid, and boom, now you have like this super potent like clean, like relatively clean like thing, you know, like substance that you can inject into something and burn it and get a lot of power out of it. How to do precise machining before they could figure out how to build engines. Yeah, but then you got to think, it's like you're not helping him build an engine, you know, like what I was saying about the jet, you know, like you're not helping him build a fucking GE, you know, whatever, with like perfect fucking like, you know, alloyed ceramic titanium alloy like composite blades and shit. Like you're just building the 1600s version of that, you know, which is some crude, just the concept of a fan. Like what even is a fan, you know? And like, what do you mean fluid? Like, what do you mean usefulness? Like, what do you mean by that? You know, just shit like that is what we're saying, you know? So I don't think precise machining, but just the idea that, yeah, like you're going to need to measure some shit. You're going to need to like, you know, some stuff's going to need to be pretty nicely made and stuff, but you know, yeah, dude, that would be because I'm thinking, you know, they made, you know, they had barrels and stuff like that. Like I'm thinking like what would be, when you're looking at this engine, or this, you know, this engine, and it's gonna be you're gonna put a fan on the front of it. You got a fan on the front and a fan on the back. Like they had barrels to the point where they were pretty tight. Like you could make, wines and beers and whatever, like, and store liquids in them. Like they were pretty tight. So if you could do some sort of machining process, and there were metallurgists and people that understood metals. Like if you got like a team of people together to make like a metallic barrel that was just sealed off in certain ways or whatever, and then you started doing just shit like that they did know about, and they had shafts. They knew about gears and shafts and points of connection and elementary mechanical things. I want to say, just like for example, like corkscrews, like this idea of like bringing water uphill, with like corkscrews and like they understood shafts. So I'm thinking if they understood metallurgy and alloying, and if they had knowledge of machining to the point where they could like make shafts, but then again probably not out of metal, they were probably wooden. I don't know, dude. That you could do some crazy shit. I mean, just look at this fucking dude's like notepad or notebook, like with the right team of people, and then his brain, and then you coming back into the past and be like, listen, dude, you guys got to figure out a way to do this, do this, do this, do this. You could do this. They'd be like tripping balls, Have you ever seen Stirling engines? I have not. I've not seen a Stirling engine. What is that? Is that like a steam thing? They're crazy. No fuel, just temperature difference runs it. No way. What a weird concept. Just temperature difference, huh? People come up with the craziest shit, man. Dude, imagine being in history, like, in the ancient Roman time, when, like, the aqueduct was invented. Like, you're moving water, For the first time, you could really, like, this concept of plumbing was, like, a real thing. And you could really manipulate this force of nature, That you didn't need to go down to the river to, like, do shit. You could like transport it over long distances. See, it's simple shit like that I think of that I'm like, man, that had to have been bonkers. Oh shit, get on the horse. Fuck me, dude. Oh my god, I'm fucking retarded.
What was that?
The Wild Hunt.
Ragnarok? The world's end?
No, not yet. But I must go. They're here for me.
Get on the horse. I'll show you the way to the rock.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can thank me once we get there safe. Let's ride. Watch out! Ride, silly! Don't
Damn. Shit. Whoa. Damn it. Dude, get out of here. Oh shit. Oh no. I would love to see this guy just stick a middle finger out the side. Like, screw you guys. Oh shit. Dude, it's that guy from 300, dude. He betrayed the Spartans.
What?
He said stop, hurts.
To whom? Begone.
Oh my god.
Begone, I say.
Jesus Christ, dude. Battle of Thermopylae. Is that the one? Is that the 300? Yeah, 300. That'd be fucking nuts, dude.
Yen, let's get out of here. Now.
If you go back far enough, man, I mean, you just see, like, armies of scale that are just, like, so ridiculous.
We helped, and you, inconceivable.
Now, don't you dare try to calm me.
We've every right to be furious. Furious! And you will pay for this.
Apparently, though, it wasn't just the Spartans. It was, like, 2,000 other Greeks from Athens and Thebes as well. Yeah.
We had no choice.
I didn't know that, actually. I say yeah because I'm thinking, you know, how stories just get twisted over time. Like, the game of telephone fucking totally sucks. But that's really interesting that it's, like, that big of a... Now, still, you know, even if it was 3,000 people versus what, like, you know, 50,000. I don't know how many are up in an army like what the Persians had, but the way that the story is told, it sounded fucked, whether it was 300 or, you know, 3,000. You know what I'm saying? It sounded fucked. It sounded like, you know, even if it were 3,000, not 300, it was still fucking 10 to 1 or something.
Yen, you didn't have to do that.
A lot of the lines in the movies are genuine quotes from the Spartans. They seriously had a culture built around one-liners. No way, really. That's a funny way to put it. So they had like a culture of like Rodney Dangerfields, is that what you're saying? Those Persians, am I right? I get no respect. I'm over here, I'm a Spartan, for crying out loud. Yeah, Rodney, that Spartan Rodney Dangerfield wasn't half bad, was it? We know Ciri is not in Skellige. The ugly creature is linked to Ciri somehow.
Didn't learn much, though we can be sure Ciri's not in Skellige anymore. Not in Velen or Novigrad either. She's disappeared again.
Perhaps we should re-examine what we've learned. We might have missed a clue that would push us forward.
Certainly hope that's the case.
Oh, being as brief as possible and not talk a bunch. So there's like lists of movie one-liners from them like 2,000 years ago. No way, really. So this culture of you know, speak softly and walk with a big stick, or whatever the fucking you know, whatever the adage is was used actually like in the movie. It sounds like it sounds like you're saying that there are specific documented phrases and beliefs that were used, but I'm just, at worst case scenario, like the essence of what we know about them was captured in the movie in terms of, you know, not being big talkers, or, you know, I imagine they were to a certain extent because they're super proud or whatever. If you're like, you know, but I hear what you're saying. Like the philosophy was warrior, you know, ultimate warrior mentality. That's pretty crazy, man. I wonder, that seems like an interesting philosophy book that I'm sure, you know, would be interesting to read, like Spartan philosophy of action, leadership, independence, team oriented, but, you know, a team of leaders, action oriented, daily regimen, that kind of stuff. Alexander the Great's dad threatened them and sent a letter that said if he invaded, he'd kill everyone, and the king literally sent a letter back with one word, if. Oh, if he invaded, he would kill everyone, and then it's like, if. That's wild. Damn. Just the ultimate mindfuck, you know? There is something like to that, I think, of like the ultimate mindfuck of like, you know, when somebody tries to pick a fight or whatever, and you know that you could like fucking kill that dude, and when they're like, what the fuck, bitch, you have a problem, and like you actually don't, you know, you're not insecure, you're not like, you know, no, what, you have a problem, and it just like escalates because it's actually two weak people, you know, one of them is actually superior, and so you're like, nah, like, you don't want none of this, you know, and you're just super soft spoken. Like there's some mindfuck element to that, you know. Just that mental fucking warfare, dude.
For that, and for your help in the garden, I'd not have managed without you.
It was
Right? Exactly. That's what it is. That's what I was trying to think of.
I'm rare to praise, but when I do, it is sincere.
But when I do, I praise Dos Equis. Uma. The mysterious elf. Yeah, we've seen this guy. Oh, what the fuck? Did she just turn into a bunch of ravens? Ugly baby. Damn, dude. Tell me how you really feel. The Last Wish, dude. That's one of the short stories in the first book. Damn, no way. I gotta go see what the fuck that's all about. Hold up. Interesting. It's a super low level, too. So definitely finish this one. Yeah, we're gonna need to finish that one for sure. Yeah, dude, that movie was crazy, man. By the way, 300. Oh, wow. Jesus Christ. I kind of liked that it was over the top. I feel like it was over the top in a way where it knew exactly what it was doing. And I can appreciate that. You know? I feel like it wasn't trying to be something that it wasn't. Like, it knew exactly what it was doing. And for what it was trying to do, I'm like, yeah, dude, that's how you do that for sure. You know, it's not supposed to be like, you know, like a primary or, you know, like an actual historical account. I think one thing I actually appreciated about it is because, like, I do like mythology. And it was almost like, you know, a telling of a mythology, like, and retaining its mythologizing. Like, it was telling the story visually, almost like from the imagination of somebody who was telling that myth orally. I feel the way that it was depicted, it was very surreal in nature. And you know, the violence, the you know, and it literally, like, is being told. Like, there's the guy, then the Spartans did this, you know, the guy with the patch. It's like he is literally narrating it, you know. And so, like, I think that was cool versus, like, you know, Troy. It's like, you know, it's fucking Brad Pitt, dude, and it's like you're dropped into the actual, like, what was going on, and you're like, holy fuck, like, this sucks, like, this shit's fucking gnarly, you know. And all of a sudden it's very real, you know. It's not somebody telling a story of what happened in the Trojan War. Like, you are there, you know. And that's dope. That's super sick. There's a time and a place for that. But yeah, rarely do you get a movie, if ever, I've never seen one actually, like that movie where it's like, you know, you're really, like, in the imagination of an oral storyteller, I believe. You you never thought about it like that. I mean, I never really thought about it like that until right now, you know, to be honest with you. That's kind of the only real way to think, because it's so comic book like, you know, it's so like so non-negligibly like artistic, I guess. And it's like, you know, but anyway, yeah. Dante's Inferno. No, is that like that's a book, isn't it? Dante's Inferno. What is that? Isn't that like something to do with like the 7? There were like circles of hell or something like that, and like something about like layers to like the depths of hell or something, and then like each one is like more fucked up or something. It's written 700 years ago. The 9 circles of hell. That's like literally the only thing that I know about it though. Are they just like different layers? If you're into mythology, I definitely recommend looking into it. It's super interesting. So I definitely will. That's really cool. What's the deal with the circles? Like, do you like, depending on what you did or something, or like is it the idea that you could be on an outer circle of hell and like commit more crime and more hateful shit that you just, it's like fucking hell jail or something? The inner circles are just like where bad people in hell go, I guess, or what? Because that shit sounds fucked up, dude. Hell jail does not sound awesome at all. The circles are split into different types of sinners. Dante is a mortal still and takes a walk through. Dude just is on like a stroll through the circles. So he's a mortal. That's interesting. I would love to know what the fuck he's doing there, dude. Talk about should have made a turn at Albuquerque. You know what I'm saying? Something about being on a divine mission and a dead writer that he liked escorts him through. Dude, I gotta read that. That sounds so intriguing. Like, what the fuck? I'm getting kind of like a Christmas Carol vibe, kind of, with what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, sort of like a glimpse into a world that like kind of could be, or something like that. Like, you definitely don't belong there, but like you also didn't know, I don't know, something like that. Mix of Christian mythology and Greek mythology. Yeah, I could see that. Oh, I see. Just the idea of like taking a walk through a different reality and you know, having somebody deceased, you know, like showing you, you know, opening your eyes to like different realities and different states that could be, you know, if this happens then this happens, and if that happens then this, you know, and giving you an appreciation. It's more like Dante learning to not pity the people in the circles. Much different than normal story arcs that you'd expect. Not really. It's more like Dante learning to not pity the people in the circles. Like, because they deserve to be there or something. much different than normal story arcs that you'd expect. That actually probably alone sounds super intriguing. Just very challenging, you know? Because I'd be making like predictions based on normal story arcs. And it's like, no. What the hell?
You who grant us love. Greetings. What may I help you with this time?
Morkvarg, got a few more questions. Farewell.
Interesting. Oh, dude, I wonder if I could actually buy... Hold up, because I know I need to make more oils. Yeah, like he doesn't grow as a person really. Just learns that all of the people in hell deserve it. Oh, so that's positive. And going over the different types of punishments in each section for each type of sin. Damn, dude. Yeah, I suppose that is different. You know, we read things that... Oh, shit. Dude. That would be bomb to make these, dude. Let's see if she's got them.
Greetings.
Morkvarg.
That's kind of like a challenging premise to me because, you know, like a story that it just seems very presumptuous, you know. It seems like a story that's very sure of itself and very like prescribed. Then again, all stories are pretty much prescribed. Like all stories have like an agenda. All stories have like a motive for what they're trying to teach. I'm just saying it's just kind of presumptuous that it's like, you know, these people deserve everything that the presumption is that they deserve what they had coming to them, that, you know, a hellish punishment, a hellish eternal punishment is justified by who? Like law, like man-made law, like, or divine law, I guess is what they would argue, or some shit. I don't know. It just seems very like, damn. A lot of it is a political hit piece too for people he didn't like. Well, that's exactly what I'm saying, actually. He'll meet people who he didn't like and they'll be in hell for the thing he thought they did wrong. Interesting. What the fuck? Yeah, it doesn't sound like he's growing as a person. It sounds like it's a lot of confirmation bias. It sounds like a dude that's like tripping on shrooms, that's super pissed off at a lot of people for things that he doesn't understand, that he's just got his own perspective on and why he was wronged. And it's kind of like a guy that's reassuring himself of his own bias. And talk about, like, you know, echo chamber. Goddamn. The buddy walking him through his own confirmation bias isn't exactly Jiminy Cricket, you know what I'm saying? Detailed structure to the myths. Interesting. Yeah, I would love to know, like, what the hierarchy is, like, to these circles, you know, what these people did. And
why does the goddess bring...
Brought myself here.
You do not worship...
No, but I
This does you credit. What do you need?
Mind if I have a lookie?
yeah, that sounds dope though, man. That sounds super sick. Could really use some relic oil. She doesn't have mistletoe? Oh, so there you go with the Christian fusion of the seven sins, of the deadly sins. Man, gluttony. That reminds me of did you ever play Little Nightmares? That game? The game comes to mind right now for like a lot of different reasons. But oh, are you for real? Oh, dude, you should go watch a trailer right now. Pretty much, wow, dude. Okay, so I think in a nutshell, I think what this game is about is it's kind of a lot. The more you think about it, it's kind of a lot. It's a pretty sweet game. It's relatively simple mechanically. But the more you like kind of see what's going on, you're like, wait, what the fucking fuck? You're playing from a little girl's point of view. And I think it's a game, it's called Little Nightmares, and I think because the line between consciousness, being awake, and like being asleep and playing through a nightmare is very blurry. And I think the reason why it's blurry is because she's an orphan and the world is very scary. I'm already like hitting you with like heavy shit, I understand. But I think that's what's going on, and as you pretty much what you're doing is you are oh, you just looked it up and definitely recognized it. Never played it myself. Yeah, I believe in reality what you're doing is escaping an orphanage where you're being abused. Damn it, dude. Fuck, how the fuck do you get over to where this chick is, dude? And one of the scenes, I want to say you are playing through either a memory or something like that, where you're running across a table where these people are like on a you're like on a ship. Dude, this is so dope. Or something like that, but you're in a dining hall, and I want to say you're on a boat, you're on a ship. But you're in a dining hall because the place is rocking back and forth and shit. And in this dining hall, you're running across this table, and you're like dodging these fat fucks, dude, that are like major, like just epitomizing gluttony, you know. Hold on one sec. Just want to make sure I'm not too loud for my roommate. And it's just so fucking gross, dude. It's so fucking nasty. Like, these people, and they're honestly, you part of what is blurring the line between nightmare and like being asleep and like living a nightmare is she's around these, it's her perception of some evil ass people, you know, some fucking whack ass people. And you know, so the gluttony for example, in this situation, like in these couple of these scenes, is just so accentuated and like, ugh, you know. It's kind of a cool game. I actually really liked the first one. Little Nightmares 2 is out. And I really like it because it's like stream of consciousness very much. I have no idea where I'm going, dude. I'm trying to go around to this orange marker. Yeah, it's a stream of consciousness with like a fucking fucked up premise, you know? And I mean, yeah, I mean, without, I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to spoil. There's a spoiler alert in the very, very beginning. That's just so bad. I kind of don't want to tell you if you're going to play it. But let's just say, like, yeah, she's an orphan. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn. But dude, as you're like escaping this orphanage, you meet like, there's like one or two characters that you meet along the way. They remain shadowy and elusive, I would say. They're faceless, you know, for the most part, but they like help you and then return to the shadows, and you're not really sure at first if they're gonna like hurt you, but they don't. They like kind of help you solve whatever puzzle is going on. You're like, oh shit, thanks, dude. Like, and I think at one point you can choose whether to help them or not. I'm not really sure, I forget, but so there's that, and then there are other like who are the adults. See, and we're fucking right the fuck back here, dude. Damn it. The other adults are just like fucked, basically, is what I'm getting at. Get rid of the werewolf in the garden. Okay, so I think we gotta go. Oh, you know what we gotta do is go out and around the way that we came. We had to go like a weird way before. Yeah, Little Nightmares 2, I assume is a good one too. I haven't seen anything for it. I haven't looked. But, just based on the first one being cool, I'm sure that the second one is banging. But I think, you know, you brought up gluttony. We're talking about, you know, 300 being portrayed as, you know, like the way that somebody would be thinking about something and maybe telling it. That's very much how this, like, game is played out. Like, gluttony and, like, some of the other deadly sins come out as well. And it's kind of got that cartoony feel to it, but it's just real enough to be creepy as balls. And I don't know, like, I don't know of many games that capture, you know, the fear of a child, like from a child's point of view, the fear, the sense of helplessness, and disorientation from an adult world around them. Like, how do you do that, you know, to capture, and especially in an actually like hazardous, you know, terrible environment? You know, how do you capture that from a child's point of view? Like, it's really easy to do that from an adult's point of view because we know what the fuck, you know, what we know what's what. Like, play a game like Outlast, it's like, yeah, that shit sucks. You know, it's super scary. Limbo vibes. Did you seriously just say that right now, dude? Absolutely, dude. Limbo vibes. What the fuck? Damn. Absolutely. Limbo. I forgot about that game. Wow. Nice. Good pull, dude. Good pull. I think we had to go over there. Yeah, Limbo was fucking crazy. Wasn't Limbo the one where it was like... That's actually literally... That's like what it is, basically, right? Is like the kid, he's like trying to... He's like different, right? he's different. And he's not, you know, you get killed for getting out of line, right? Yeah, bro, I know what the fuck you're talking about. Damn, I forgot about that game. I think I want to open... Oh shit, do I just go this way? Damn, I'm tripping. I think I just go this way. I thought I killed this fucker. Dude, what was up with the fucking, like, the ball of,
Here we are again.
like, bodies and shit that would, like, roll after you?
End this. Or release me.
Tiresome conversation. Not interested.
What will you
You know, absolutely, Little Nightmares is totally a Limbo vibe, where, you know, like Limbo, it was, little, puzzles. You know, you had to, like, pull this thing and, like, turn that crank to do this or whatever. The giant spider? I forget that, actually. Find the key Morkvarg mentioned using your Witcher senses. Is it in... Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Ideal friend. Patient, doesn't mouth off. Draft from below. A cave.
Damn, dude. We should, we should hit it, man. It's late, bro. Before I, like, pull an all-nighter. But we should, dude, we should come back to this tomorrow. We gotta figure out how the hell to get... Oh my god, bro, dude. Dude, we're like the worst at that, man. Find a way into the flooded cave under Morkvarg's lair. Yeah, we gotta finish this, this Morkvarg, this werewolf legend tomorrow. I'm waiting on a COVID test result. So I'm taking tomorrow. I'm not working with students and stuff. So pretty much it's interview studying and freaking Witcher, dude. I'm pretty sure. Maybe some speech writing. What do you got going on tomorrow, man? It's funny, dude. Every time I'm about to go to sleep, my stream pops up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Just working? Dude, you actually have work, man. What are you doing, man? Nah, I'm just messing with you, dude. Thank you for hanging out, bro. And always a good chat, dude. Always a good chat. Our conversations go to some cool places all the time. Well, in that case, get yourself some good sleep, dude. And yeah, you have a good night too, man. Yeah, have a good day tomorrow, dude. We'll talk soon. See you, brother.